What is up, guys? My name is Church. Welcome to Rebel Games. This will hopefully be the conclusion to the 8 Thoughts controversy, but before we get into this video, shout out to everybody who watched the previous video, the 8 Thoughts controversy. Shout out to everybody who liked it, disliked it, and commented on it. All of those really bring light to the channel. They really make me feel better, and I really deeply appreciate it. You have no idea how much. We reached over 125 views in 2 days on this channel that has trouble getting even 30 or 40 on a regular video. So I'm very, very happy that we were able to do that. So thank you all to anybody, like I said, who liked, disliked, and commented on it, or if you shared it, that's even better. Thank you all to anybody who did that. But without further ado, let's get into this video because we got some stuff that we need to discuss in here. So, what's been going on? 8 Thoughts has been removed off the platform of YouTube, gone completely. He said he's going to try to get his channel back. I doubt it's going to come back. Now, I understand in the previous video, if you guys watched it, if not, go check it out. I understand in the previous video, I got a little biased, and I apologize for that, but I hope everybody can understand. It's pretty easy to get biased when you have an attachment to a YouTuber that you enjoy watching, that you've seen their side first before anybody else's side. And, you know, I hope everybody can understand that. But, yeah, let's get into it. So, a couple days ago, we're going to do a little recap. Drifter made a video basically exposing 8 Thoughts and his so-called accomplice, Blue, who seems to be the main aggressor of this situation. Blue seems to be the main person who's been out here saying this shit, sending people to Drifter's house, and doing the, the prank calls and shit. So, Blue seems to be the main aggressor of the situation, and Drifter's mostly blaming 8 Thoughts. He's not really blaming anybody else. Alright, let me get away from that fucking thing. I'm not even going to cut this bit part out of the video. So, he seems to be mainly blaming 8 Thoughts, which seems kind of off. Like, I don't understand why you'd blame 8 Thoughts only. You know, he hardly doesn't really mention Blue at all in the video. You know, he states that, 8 Thoughts has taken minimal, action when it's come to actually doing some of the bad things. But Blue is, the main, the main person sending all this, which is kind of difficult to understand. I don't think 8 Thoughts is trying to send people to kill or harm or even sometimes troll Drifter. I really think that he's just interested in being a hardcore troll, which is something that if you know 8 Thoughts, that's something that he's done. That's something that he does. He's a bit of a hardcore troller. Is it justified? No, definitely not. Sometimes it is not justified, and, it is bad. But a little recap, he made a video essentially exposing 8 Thoughts and Blue for the whole thing. 8 Thoughts didn't really even have time to make a response video before they wiped his channel off YouTube completely. He really hasn't said much on Twitter besides defending his innocence, saying that, yes, it was trolling, but he was not sending people to Drifter's house. That was Blue. Shit like this. And I honestly kind of believe if we're asking for a genuine opinion and an unbiased one from someone, if we're going to pretend like this is the first time we've heard of this, it seems like 8 Thoughts is essentially trapped in a feud now. It seems like he started a feud. This Blue guy kind of took it over and took it way too far, obviously. And now 8 Thoughts is caught with the blame because, well, he's the one who got Blue involved. So he is to blame for these things. Like I said, I'm not going to be biased in this. He is to blame. He obviously started this. He obviously has problems with Drifter. And, he is to blame for some things. But I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, don't think he is trying to cause harm to Drifter in any way. I don't think that. And I think a lot of people who do just have a dislike for 8 Thoughts, which all more power to you. If you don't like these YouTubers, I'm not going to ask you to, sympathize with them. They're okay. That's that's dumb, and I'm not going to ask anybody to do that. Why'd I do that? But I think it's a little silly. You know, this whole feud seems to be blown out of proportion. This blue guy's obviously the aggressor. 8 Thoughts has been wiped off the channel before he could even make a response video to the allegations coming out to him, which I think is pretty stupid too. But he says he's taking legal action. I've yet to see any evidence more from Drifter about any of this situation, so I hope this really does wrap up this whole controversy. It's clearly obvious 8 Thoughts lost, and we aren't really going to be seeing much of him anymore. But if we're going to go into opinion mode here, which I guess we are, I don't think 8 Thoughts is 100% to blame. I'd say if you're going to blame him, he's about, I'd say a good 30 to 40% responsible for this. You know, it's clear this blue guy is obviously the one who's doing this. He's obviously the one who's been harassing him. He's obviously the one who's been, you know, the main bad guy here, if we're going to get into it. But I genuinely don't think that 8 Thoughts is 110% to blame here. It's clearly obvious he was into some heavy trolling. He trolled the crap out of Drifter. Drifter responded. Blue's obviously involved. You know, and the death threats that he's receiving, the death threats that Drifter's receiving is not cool. And the whole veteran suicide hotline thing, that's not cool either. I know 8 Thoughts played a part in that. I don't think that's cool. I know I didn't state that in my last video, but no, that is definitely not cool. That is not something that you really should be doing, because especially sending them to Drifter's house, no. By all means, that is not cool at all. I would not ever tolerate that. And so I can understand 100% why Drifter is pissed and wanting to take action against this. So I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm saying that he's kind of blaming the wrong person. I'm saying 8 Thoughts is not 110% to blame here. And I hope a lot of people can agree. Like, I hope that a lot of people can understand 8 Thoughts is not this asshole bad guy, you know. Of course, I don't know him personally. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'm 110% willing to admit when I am wrong, like I've stated in the last video. So I hope this video has been a great follow-up on a lot of things going on here. 8 Thoughts has been tweeting a lot more. He hasn't really been able, he can't make any videos now, but in some of his earlier tweets stating his innocence, he stated that Keemstar has erased the tweet claiming that he swatted and doxed Drifter, and he knows what's coming. That's a quote, which I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming we'll figure it out later. I'm assuming 8 Thoughts won't, you know, leave everybody in the dry about this. But yeah, he is so-called banned from YouTube. And if you look on his Twitter now, he has a video posted out there on Twitter, what looks like a screen recording of some guy interviewing Blue. Blue stating that 8 Thoughts did think it all was funny, but did not encourage any of it. And, you know, 8 Thoughts stated that he told Blue to stop. You know, I'm trying to get into this video to where the point I'm not repeating myself, because it seems like a lot of this has already been said, but I haven't really seen a lot of YouTubers covering this sort of topic, so I figured it's the perfect topic to cover right now. So I hope this is a great wrap-up. I really hope I don't have to make a part 3 to this. As much fun as this is, it's getting kind of burnt out on the topic. So to close it, I'm going to state my final opinion. I've tried to be very neutral in this video, but I'm going to state my final opinion. I think Drifter has been being harassed, and no, it's not right. No matter who he's being harassed by. If he's being harassed by 8 Thoughts, don't think that's right. If he's being harassed by Blue, don't think that's right. I don't know about some of the things he's saying just because I haven't seen proof. I'm not saying that it's all a lie and that he's lying, trying to deceive you. I'm simply saying I haven't seen any video proof of these people. You know, Drifter stated that he caught these things on camera. I haven't seen any proof of that. I don't know if it's illegal to, you know, put those videos out there. If it is, then I guess we're all kind of screwed. But I haven't seen any video proof of any of that, so I can't believe him 100%. However, 8 Thoughts has posted multiple screenshots of him saying, hey, talking to Blue, saying, hey, I've told you to stop how many times now? And Blue stated, I don't give a shit what you say. You know, I'm basically going to troll the shit out of him no matter what. There's been interviews between Blue and Drifter, with Blue saying he's just trying to get a reaction at Drifter. There's been interviews between Blue and another guy where Blue's saying that 8 Thoughts did laugh at it, but he never encouraged it and it was never his idea. So yes, it is. 8 Thoughts is in the wrong in the sense that I don't think he was doing everything in his power to stop Blue, but it's clear that he didn't want anybody to get hurt. He didn't really want Drifter to get hurt at all, and he was trying to stop Blue. Did he do everything in his power? No, I don't think so. And that, in that sense, yes, he is in the wrong. And should he have his channel removed? No, I don't think so. But there's nothing anybody can do about it. It is what it is. Nothing about it's going to really change. But I hope this was a great follow-up and at least a great closure to this whole controversy going on with this big bucket of fuck. And to close this out, I'm just going to say Nickmerc's thumbnails are fucking garbage, and he's a gigantic pusswad. Peace out, guys. I'll see you fucksticks in the next video.